Don't worry, you won't starve if you keep kosher and you're going to Disney World. Before I tell you guys about our trip to Disney World, can we look at this bottle? Do you see all the peeling over there? My agenda today is to find a cheap bottle that I could pour this into and actually enjoy using it. So back to Disney. We had the funnest, best vacation ever. But one thing that we worried about a lot was food. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I do keep kosher. Eating kosher is very difficult, especially when you're going to areas that don't have kosher food. There's so many things that people don't know that are kosher in Disney World. For example, all the parks that have the Disney Mickey Mouse pretzels are kosher. I was so happy when I heard that. All the popcorn and all the churros that you can find in the parks are kosher also. The weather was crazy hot there and having those accessible was amazing. Today I'm gonna try the concealer under one eye and then the bronzer under the other. But yeah, it was so humid, we almost ended our days at the park. I thought I was gonna have a heat stroke. So having kosher options for cold desserts and cold foods was such a lifesaver. I'm gonna pat this one out first and see if it does anything. And let's compare it now to the concealer side. I think because I have darker skin tone, this whole hack with the bronzer under and the concealer just like doesn't work for me. I also found out for the first time that they actually have a Starbucks at Disney World.
Last but not least, guys, there's hope for us here in Disney World. They have a Starbucks.
You don't understand that that was the highlight of the entire day for me. And I wish I knew in the beginning that they had it, but I didn't find out until we were on our way out because it's closer to the entrance at Magic Kingdom. I saw a girl drinking out of the Starbucks cup and I had to like flag her down and be like, where did you get that? Also, guys, it's important to note that there are actually hot meals at Disney.
That's the mac and cheese. You got the patty, roasted potatoes, and sauteed mushrooms.
Bon appetit. Like you can actually get them in the cafeteria. They're pre-packaged and you have to ask for it when you get there. And it's just funny how they have this whole thing set up. They got to contact the chef and they usually do it by tag. And then because they're pre-made and frozen, the chef takes care of putting in the microwave or however they do warm up your food. But it's not just accessible over the counter. Options were brisket and chicken tender. It's a couple side dishes and I have to say it was pretty good, especially when you had no other options. Also, people there are so nice. Like if you have any questions about the ingredients of anything, they'll let you see every single kiosk I asked. They literally whipped out a 3-ring binder and let us see any single item that they had there and all the ingredients. It was really nice. Also, pre-trip in preparing the meals that you want to take with you when you're flying. I have a really good hack every time we fly that I do. And this all started because one time I had a 3-hour layover and then another delay in another airport and we were kind of like stranded without food. So the night before our flight, what I do is I order 2 pies of pizza, put it in the refrigerator so it's cold by morning, or give it enough time in the refrigerator if you're flying at any other time. And then you're just gonna want to stick them in your carry-on the day of the flight, pack them up individually or 2 slices per person and foil plates, and this thing is a game changer. Pizza is so filling and so heavy that nobody's gonna ask you for food or complain that they're hungry for the next 6 hours. At least no one in my family. I really thought that I would have very little to eat and I was gonna lose tons of pounds shedding them, especially with the long walks, going from park to park and not having as much food as possible, but I actually gained weight this trip. So if you keep kosher and you're going to Disney World, don't worry, you'll have plenty of food. And that's it, guys. Ciao.